Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlogs. And as always, I appreciate all the love and support. In today's video, I'm sure you guys saw it in the thumbnail, but I want to show you what we got going on inside of the car. Once again, and we literally just put brand new tires on the car, but enough talking for me. We're gonna do this thing like we normally do. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't have my cold start. And the battery might be dying soon. So let me do it from the inside real quick. More like it. Let's go. Yes, sir. VIP vlog, late night vlog with Aaron here at Express Phoenix. We pulled up, got the ZL1 here, popped one wheel off. I can't wait to see his reaction when he takes a look at the other wheel when he brings it in here in the light. But we got the new tires. We're gonna get these guys installed right here, brand new Bridgestones. And whoo, look at these. Look at that. Like literally next to nothing when it comes to the track drop. Next to nothing. But I'm super excited for this because tomorrow morning we're gonna get this car aligned. Yeah, Aaron, go ahead, bring that. Did you see it? Holy, look at this split, bro.
It's gonna cut me when I take this tire off.
Bro, but those...
I've raced on worse than that.
You've raced on worse than these?
Oh, I've raced to where all this is metal.
What?
Yeah.
On the track?
It gets, yeah, fuck yeah.
Drifting?
Gambling with my life.
Damn. The solder. Aaron, what do you think if we ever powder coated these all black? Would it look good or no?
Well, of course it would look good.
Especially when the wrap comes off. The wrap, it's all black under it. All black, and then with the calipers red?
If you're gonna race it though, I still recommend satin.
Oh, really?
Satin's more durable.
Satin what? Satin black?
Satin black.
Satin black. Said satin black if I'm still gonna be racing the car. I don't know. I've had my debates.
It's gonna look good. It looks better than gloss. I mean, gloss looks the best when it comes out of the oven, but over time, satin black looks better.
Satin black that he does, he said, in 5 years, he's always looked at them, and for the most part, right, you said they look exactly the same. You got to take care of them, obviously, right? You got to take care of your wheels, make sure you keep them clean, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Don't go off-roading with your car and then be like, you said in 5 years, I'm doing all that.
I might still stand behind it.
You might still stand behind it?
I like my satin black. The powder is legit.
The debate is real on either keeping the wheels the way they are on the ZL1, because eventually the wrap is going to come off, right? Am I going to put another wrap on? Maybe. Is it going to be something with racing? Maybe. Is there not going to be another wrap on the car? Maybe not even another wrap on the car, and we'll just keep it the way it is and focus more on the performance. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Should I put another wrap on the car, or should I just focus more on the performance? Or knowing you guys, you're probably going to vote both. Ah, I see we got some stuff hidden right here. Look at this and look at this. I like that. And then he's got the balancing machine. So once he's done with the tire, the wheel and tire, puts it over here. Does his thing, make sure it's all balanced. When Aaron powder coats his wheels, he makes sure that everything is good to go before he puts it on your car. If your wheels are cracked, if your wheels are chipped, paint is faded, he can take care of all of that for you guys. And I can assure you, he doesn't charge an arm and a leg, but you get for what you pay for.
I don't charge an arm and a leg, and I started charging firstborn child now.
Let me show you guys, look at this. I think what's happened is because of my Copo style hood, like water gets in here, and usually it's not like this. It's like this. It's really stiff, but I think water got over here, and in time, it's like making it sag. You know what I'm saying? And it's unlike that. It's like that on the other side too. It's supposed to be like this, up, but see that? So we're gonna have to change this too. All right, you guys. Good morning. So it is officially the next day. And I'm back here at Network Alignment, and I got the ZL1 here with me. So it's about an hour and a half wait. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, I've brought the ZL1 here multiple times, and this is the place right over here. If I can go ahead and just show you guys, this is on 67th Avenue and Bethany Home. I've been coming here for a while, If your car is lowered, they put extensions all the way out, so that way it doesn't rub or anything like that or scrape the best that they can. And then at the same time, I told him, I said, you know, on the setup, he asked me, he goes, well, how do you want it? You know, do you want it like a track spec? Do you want a street spec? I said, dude, just keep it street, because if I make it a track spec, yes, it's going to perform the best. I think it's going to eat up the tires quicker because the wheels are going to be cambered in a little too much for like turns and all that good stuff. But I want to show you guys something really cool about these tires that I just put in the front compared to the back. I really like the square shape that's on these tires. It gives it that square look. Again, if you haven't seen my previous video when I put on the 345 3019s about 2 weeks ago, I come home and I'm driving and I hear a little clunk sound on the front passenger side. And then check out this photo right over here. Look at the tire, man, completely gone. One thing that I did learn, and I recently learned this, I've owned my 6th gen Camaro. I have a 5th gen at home too if you're new to the channel, but my 6th gen Camaro, I've owned this since July 1st, 2021, and I've drag raced the car at LS Fest and all that stuff. And when I came back, I'm just thinking the tires are good to go. The car is still driving straight, all that good stuff. Well, I learned the hard way that apparently the 6th gen Camaros, they get out of alignment really, really quick. I mean, I heard you can hit potholes and it can possibly go out of alignment. If you're drag racing at the track, if you're auto crossing, you want to get in alignment, and also at the same time, make sure that you guys get in alignment if you're getting new tires on the car too, so that way they don't eat up the inside of the inner liner of the walls like mine did. We're gonna see what they do here with my setup. I'm really excited to see. I mean, it drives straight right now as it is, but all right, you guys, so I asked Jay if he can do me a huge favor here in network alignment, and just let us know like what your thoughts are on how we're gonna approach this with the alignment, bro.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, we always gotta check it out, you know, make sure all the suspension is in order. You know, you don't be having bad parts, having bad tire wear or anything like that. Like I said, always double check out for you. And after that, like I said, specific numbers, always track numbers. You know, yours is your daily. Yeah. So of course, you know, you want good smooth ride.
Yeah, I do, bro.
All day, every day.
I do. So, there was that little, Jay, there was that little tiny little sound of like a clunk or something like that. But I think when I put the tires on, I think that's pretty much gone away. But I'm assuming when you do an alignment, do you check like the sway bars and all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, you know, that's our first, thing we do here, especially at the shop like this. You know, check our suspension. That would make sure everything, you know, in order. Yeah. You don't want bad ball joints. Oh yeah. Bad struts or anything like that, because you know, like I said, tires ain't cheap nowadays.
Oh yeah. No, that's true.
Like I said, man, we're gonna check it out for you. You know, you'll be on the road for sure.
Yes, sir.
Steering wheel's gonna be straight like a rocket.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. All right, Jay. You can smell that ethanol, baby. Sound good. I know, it's tempting. It's very tempting. Oh my God. All right, you guys, and just like that, we are now at the Scottsdale Pavilions, and there's a lot of people here. Ain't that right, Mel?
It is. It's very packed.
There's a lot of people here. Man, needless to say, though, definitely the Scottsdale Pavilions is a lot of people here right now. You got all the bikes, you got all the imports, you got all the old schools, you got all the moderns, everybody is out here right now. But what I wanted to do is talk to you guys about the setup that we have now on the car, because it drives phenomenal. It does rub though, just a little bit. I mean, we got the camber going on the back when we tuned the car, and it doesn't rub like on super hard like dips, like it won't touch on the fender. But the front, I think the suspension needs to get tightened a little bit. I think so, because I don't know, man, there's like caps up here that are on the top that kind of move just a little bit. On this side it don't move, but on that side it does, and I just feel like we should probably tighten that up, because I don't think it should be doing that. All right, you guys, so we're back home and we got the ZL1 outside chilling at this moment. I wanted to show you guys something really quick on the car, because the main reason why I'm making this video is because I didn't know this, but on the ZL1s, apparently not even the ZL1s, on the 6th gen Camaros compared to the 5th gen Camaros, which I have one of those too if you're brand new to the channel, but the 6th gen Camaros, apparently they get out of alignment very quick. It could be something simple as potholes, or even if you're taking it to the drag strip like I do when I did last time to LS Fest and I drag raced the car. And honestly, I have not gotten the car aligned ever since then, and that was almost 2 years ago, you guys. Like, that's crazy. LS Fest is coming up in April, so I'm debating to see if we should just throw the drags back on here and then run it now with the new setup, see what it does. But I didn't know that with these cars, it's not like the 5th gen where they can hold up. Apparently those are built like a tank and they don't get out of alignment that quick, but these right here, it doesn't have to be a ZL1, it's just a 6th gen Camaro gets out of alignment really quick. Thankfully I was able to get to it, but I'll show you guys again in this picture right over here. You could see that inside of that tire was completely gone. I was hearing a little clunk sound too, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm gonna pop the hood here in a second and show you guys. There's something that I'm seeing, and I want to ask you, maybe one of you out there have come across this before. Maybe you can help me out and tell me if that's what the issue is. But every now and then, if I'm driving real slow, maybe even like up the driveway, I do feel a little like a clunk sound, just a little bit. Now, it's not all the time. It was definitely worse when it was with my old tires, but now with the new tires, I don't hear it as much. But there is something that I do see on there, and I feel like that might be an issue with this. It's the fact that these cars get out of alignment really quick, and I learned it the hard way. But needless to say, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the hood real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that interior looking good. Shout out to Custom Interior. We're gonna go ahead and pop this hood. I'll show you guys what I mean, and you let me know if I'm just tripping. All right, you guys, engine bay looking good, love it, all that good stuff. It's nice and clean. Shout out to Rotofab. Those are one of the sponsors as well. Now, if you may know, some of you guys may know, you have this little cap right over here that comes right off. This little cover right here just pops right out, and there's a nut that's inside of there. For some reason on this side, if you go to move this, it don't move, this piece right here. But on that side, let me show you. I don't know if this is my issue, but on this side, I don't know. I don't know if I need to pop this off, tighten that little bolt that's in there. I'll show you. See that? You just got to tighten this, I think, and maybe it'll tighten this up. I'm not sure. But if you guys know and you've come across that before, please let me know, because if it's a simple fix like that, I'll do it. Now, there's another thing that I noticed on here. You see this little nipple that's sticking up right over here, and then this one is way down, right? On the other side, it's not as down. So this section over here, right here, it's good, but this one here is actually sticking up more. See it? But on the other side, it's not. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, or I don't know. Like, this is down, so I don't know if like I'm hitting little bumps or something like that, and then this is touching somewhere over here, and that's what's making that sound. Maybe this is moving up and down, right? It's adjusting as it should. We got to get to the bottom of this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be something very simple, and I'm overlooking it, But this is definitely an issue that I feel that you got to make sure you stay on top of, because that tire could have popped at any given moment and it would have been not good. Speaking of tire, look at the tread on this. What a nice looking tire, bro. That is a big tire. That is a 305. I'm pretty sure I could probably squeeze the 315 in there, but I don't know if I want to go that aggressive on the tire. It's done well so far. Again, any rubbing issues, not when I'm daily driving it. There is an area on the highway they're doing construction, and on that, in that area, it's like a really steep, like the car goes like that, and it does scrape a little bit when it does that. When I'm driving it like regular and I hit regular bumps and all that stuff, nothing crazy, it don't rub. But for some reason, that one section on the highway, it does rub. Now, speaking of the car rubbing or anything like that, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys what my setup is for the alignment that I did. I'm going to put it right here, right now, and you can see the before and after. So the before, it says it right there, and then after on the bottom, it says it right there. You can see my current setup that I have. I did look up online another ZL1. It was actually a 1LE, but it had the same wheel spec. These are the same wheel specs as the ZL1 1LE, it's just a different rim. Shout out to Apex Wheels. His camber was a little bit different than mine, I think, but it's done pretty well. I'd recommend it if you're planning on doing it. I know I've gotten a lot of messages asking me, hey bro, like, how are you liking it? Is it holding up well? It's doing phenomenal. The car is hooking up very, very nice. Almost like, if not exactly, almost like my drag wheel. All right, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please comment down below and let me know that little situation that's in the engine bay. Do I need to tighten that little bolt? And if I do, how many pounds do I need to tighten that, so that way I could just do it and it should fix the issue? Other than that, the car is doing just fine. It's hooking up really, really well. I'm really enjoying this new setup. So if you've thought about doing something like this, I'd recommend you should do it as well. Man, you guys know me. I never gatekeep anything. I share everything with you guys because I want to see you just as excited as I am, not just watching these videos, but actually feeling what I'm feeling when I'm driving this thing. It's pretty crazy. But either way, if it's your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A thumbs up definitely helps out the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And in the meantime, between time, you guys know the drill. A Dilla, bow, Superman, chilling right there. Prime time, chilling in the garage. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.